Let's talk a little bit more about the anatomy of the router bit itself. Obviously, this is the steel part of the body here, and then it's got this carbide face on it here. Carbide is super strong and really retains a good edge and all that, real sharp. The bad side about carbide is it tends to be pretty brittle. So what will happen is sometimes, it'll get dull and all this, but if you ever drop this and it hits the floor, and if you ever see any kind of a chip or a crack or anything develop in this carbide, throw that router bit away. If it impacted it enough to fracture that carbide, how do you know that it hasn't weakened that silver solder weld that's holding that on there? And if that's got a chip in it or a crack on it and you spool this thing up in your router, what happens if that flakes off and comes off of there? I can tell you exactly what happens because it happened to me. I was working on a dovetail jig and I moved my router just wrong enough to where that carbide hit the aluminum on the dovetail jig, and it chipped a piece of it off. That chip flew far enough and hard enough to where in my shop I've got sliding glass doors. It went through the sliding glass door.